my name is Connell Gallagher. I'm the CIO and the CISO here at Flexera, and I am joined today by Jim Ryan, the CEO of Flexera. The high-rated technology spin up to meet the demands of a shifting workforce in 2020. How do you view 2021 from an audit perspective, right? We're hearing rumblings from industry experts and customers about increased audit rigor over next year. Are you seeing that? And what are your thoughts on that?
We are. I think it's we've had relative calm in 2020. I would suggest, and part of the reason we've had relative calm around the audits are that companies have been turning to our offering, for example, to help them manage their IBM, Microsoft, Oracle estates. So I think the market has become more capable, if not more sophisticated, in dealing with managing those estates and making sure that they're in compliance, making audits unnecessary. However,
right.
Two noteworthy things have happened in 2020 that have me be in the prediction business of saying that I would expect more audit activity in 2021. Number one, recession has occurred. Not every industry has been impacted like the others, but there's a recession, and some software companies out there have seen a decrease or a flattening of their top line. And whenever that occurs, what you see is those same companies tend to then become much more aggressive in auditing their existing base.
Right.
They make up for lost sales. So you heard it here first. I do think that there'll be an increase in audit activity, just period. And then I think the thing that again, we're just starting to see out in the market here is we live and work in a consolidating industry. If you're a software provider,
right.
A lot of M&A activity. There'll be a continuation of M&A activity, and we've seen a lot of M&A activity out of Broadcom. So if you follow Broadcom, they're making a big push into enterprise software, and Broadcom has acquired CA, the old associates.
Right.
And their model is very different from what CA was running on a standalone basis, both from a profitability perspective, but also on a go-to-market compliance dimension as well. And we are starting to see and hear of examples of Broadcom being quite aggressive, if not predatory, in the way that they ensure compliance and get their revenues and conduct audits. So, our job is to stay ahead of the curve and take a look at what the industry is doing. And what we're seeing is that Broadcom is a supplier to look out for. If I were working for the State Department, I would be issuing a travel advisory to Broadcom. So, be diligent. If you're sitting on a lot of CA products and you've got contracts, I would encourage you to take a look at those contracts and make sure that you've got your attention and focus on that, because I do think we're going to see more of that in 2021 and beyond.
And then a solution for a company that maybe is going to be in a position where that happens to them. Jim, what are we thinking here? Is it get back to your original point about knowing what you have within your environment?
It is. That's as you know, Connell, that's our core business. We've been doing that for well over 2 decades now. It's you can't just throw people at it, and you can't just throw technology at it. It's a combination of staffing up a team of people and putting in a great solution. Obviously, I'm biased, but we think Flexera is a great solution. And, the good news is we think Gartner, IDC, and Forrester agree with us. But I do think if you don't have a program with people and technology, I would encourage you to reach out and evaluate what it would look like or take to bring something like that in-house. It can often be justified just on reduced spend, because once you really identify what's out there, there's multiple optimization opportunities, up to 30%